Salutations, my good people. I present to you a query, a proposition of the unfathomable, a descent into this distorted corporeal existence. Now, what is madness? Is it cognitive instability, severe mental illness, deranged etiquette?
This is Sparta!
Well, yes, but actually no. No. Genuine madness is watching the third installment of Shrek 17 times consecutively. That movie is fucking trash. Now, I inquire once again. Have you ever experienced unalloyed madness? We are playing Alice, Madness Returns, and might I add that I am particularly excited to play this game, for I am quite fond of the gothic aesthetic that it showcases. So allow me to offer a prompt abridgment before delving into it. The game takes place in late 1875 Victorian London. It follows a young 19-year-old girl whose name is pronounced to be Alice Liddell. She struggles with severe mental trauma, which was obtained when witnessing her entire family being engulfed and consumed by despairing flames, conducive only to the cold and piercing inevitable grasp of death. With the incident perpetually haunting her, she is left with distraught loneliness and nothing except PTSD, survivor's guilt, schizophrenia, and hallucinations. Man, what the fuck? I should have just said it was about meth and other varying hardcore drugs.
All for nothing at all. All for nothing at all.
Our journey inaugurates in the psychiatrist's office, where he presents to us a task. The objective, of course, being the acquirement of medicinal capsules. We then immediately get distracted by a funky-looking chicken. We find ourselves making the intellectual move of chasing it, leading us into an alleyway. You stupid fucking dog. We have an episode of psychosis, which is only interrupted by Grandma's appearance. God! Jesus. You old bastard, you scared me. We are then provided with an alacritous backstory, but none of that serves as any significant importance because the walking talking corpse immediately transmogrifies. Nah, Granny turned into a fish. Quick, Alice, break the ground and fall through a hole. Nice. These are some bumpin' psychedelics. Now that we've been transported to bumblefuck nowhere, it's time to investigate. We talk to Chester, who supplies us with exposition and tells us that Wonderland has been corrupted by a great evil. I dispense an absolute totality of 0 fucks and search for the nearest killing apparatus. After a bit of traversal, I unfortunately obtain a blade, by which I mean unfortunate for any poor soul that happens to be greeting the end of it. You trying to fight? You trying to scrap? Oh yeah, that's right. Run, you fucking coward. A fight later ensues, where through a fit of rage, I make my foes relinquish any resemblance of a body. Blast them, Alice, blast them. After displaying my prodigious prowess, I make a highly intellectual pun. Well, I couldn't catch the train.
Either his doing or his epitaph.
A better joke. Mechanical malfunctions is a better joke. Mine kinda didn't make sense. Proceeding the battle from before, we delve deeper into the psychedelic trip. We once again converse with Chester, and we contemplate the difference between bad and good. But I don't give a shit about any of that, because my sole reason for being here is to fuel my addiction. So, without hesitation, we collide face fucking first into a brick wall.
I've made more graceful entrances. I suppose I must be grateful nothing's broken.
So anyways, I started platforming. In search of once again fueling my ever-expansive addiction, I refused to acknowledge said addiction and pursue the acquisition of straight liquor instead. Yay, more alcohol! Now, it's time for the most fucked up experience throughout this game. No words in my shitty, nonsensical, abundantly worthless, incompetent, idiotically incomprehensible, insufficient, and completely inadequate vocabulary can suffice and provide the necessary explanation of the pure and uncontaminated rage that I felt. I was fucking seething. Anyways, let my frustration speak for itself. Yep. Fuck you! You homunculus! How does that hit? What the fuck? You're going for the wrong one, dude. Dude! Fat damage. And then we died, because of course we fucking do. I am an insufferable asshole who keeps losing because I am trash as shit. That was fucking risky. My innate gamer skills have finally activated. Ow. After trial and error, I gave up and decided to alter the difficulty by an insignificant amount, a minute margin. Fuck this. I've had enough. Who needs a challenge anyways? I'm not a fucking gamer. Hysteria. It was like the massive Pokemon thing with Polygon the Pokemon. I'm right because I don't know what I'm talking about. I started crying like a bitch and asked for my mommy. After suffocating in the pain and loneliness this game has brought upon me, I decided it was time for me to hang up the sticks forever. Nothing but hysterical cries that I gave out, but alas, nobody heard. Please forgive the stroke I just so happened to experience. Anyways, this game is pretty good. Boss fight? What boss fight, pussy? After playing this game, I've of course stumbled upon various realizations. My first discovery is that I should refrain from allowing my younger brother write an aspect of my script without providing proper context to him first. Hysteria. It was like the massive Pokemon thing with Polygon the Pokemon. My secondary discovery is that after briefing up on the lore for this game, I've come to the congruent conclusion that this game is despairing, and I've developed high-octane depression. The story is tragic, like when you ask your parents if they can order some food, but they inadvertently purchase Arby's, and you're left there sitting and eating it because you don't wish to be perceived as an ungrateful dick. In any case, it was a particularly enjoyable experience, albeit the game was quite bizarre and enigmatic, but that's precisely what it thrives on, its obscurity. And frankly, this entire video is an outright psychedelic trip on its own. I had fun trying to satiate my ever-growing drug addiction. Yay, more alcohol! Of course, the gothic aesthetic of it was a pleasant indulgence, but the sole reason for that is because the gothic genre happens to be my favorite, so I salivate at the near sight of it.
So delicious!
Anyways, plugging this into the moist meter, I'll give it a continuous 8.9 alcoholic beverages out of 10 dysphoria therapy sessions.